UFC Fight Night and UFC Vegas 74, Kara France versus Albazi just took place. Let's go through the full card recap, starting with the other prelims, ending with the main event. I'll get to the decision at the end of the video, but we gotta recap the card underneath it. Let's start straight away with the early prelim opener of Felipe Lins. Oh my god. Yeah, talked so fast there. Let me give a breather real quick. Felipe Lins versus Maxim Grishin. I went with, what's his name? I went with, Maxim Grishin. But Felipe Lins, he's not that bad. I told you getting into the build-up, like, I had picked Grishin, but he kind of just outgrinded Grishin. It was a very close fight. Felipe Lins got the job done, though. He just edged out this fight, in my opinion, just barely. In a pretty lackluster fight, but Lins looked good. He beat Maxim Grishin, a veteran. Let's be real, you can kind of call him that at this point. And yeah, Felipe Lins got the job done. Good performance by Felipe Lins. We move on. Damon Blackshear versus Loan Lacerda. I picked Loan Lacerda. I did terrible early on, but Lacerda just is an idiot. He's not that good. I cannot pick him going forward now. He's not that good. I don't think he's that good. I really don't think he's that good. You know? Like, what was that? Like, Loan Lacerda, like, he just went for a heel hook, and he just gave up bottom position when he could have got top position. And Blackshear just punched him away. Good, smart game plan by Blackshear. Very good fighter. He called out Cody Stamann. Let's make that fight happen. I wouldn't mind Blackshear versus Stamann. He called out Yanez. You lost to Basharat at the end of the day, and you went to a draw with Salal. You're not going to get Yanez, who's ranked. I know who should get Yanez, though. I'll get to him in a second, but Damon Blackshear won. Smart. Just punched away Lacerda. And yeah, good stuff from Blackshear. We move on. Elise Reed versus Jinyu Frey. Good performance by Elise Reed. Both of them are just complete terrible trash, but at least Elise Reed outdamaged her and just won the last 2 rounds. It was an either way fight. Both girls aren't good. Will never be champ. Frey honestly should be cut from the UFC, but yeah. Good win from Elise Reed. Yeah, we move on. Up the card. Muhammad Naimov versus Jamie Malarkey. Good win from Muhammad Naimov. He KO'd Jamie Malarkey. Good performance. Really good performance. Jamie Malarkey was winning, schooling him easily. But man, it doesn't matter. He just gets clipped while going for a level change. That's it. It's over. There's not much you can do from there. You know? And it's over. Bit of a weird stoppage, but he put out Malarkey. And Naimov probably will lose his next fight to John McDessie. That's how it'll go. But Muhammad Naimov's a good fighter. He won. Gotta give him credit. We move on. Up the card. John Castaneda versus Muin Gafarov. Good performance by John Castaneda. He won. Gafarov's a bit of a... He's pretty, you know... He is dirty. Let's be real. But not Muhammad Naimov, fudge. But Gafarov is just... he's not... It's just... Castaneda just was better than him. Castaneda has a great chin. Great cardio. Good performance by Castaneda. But Gafarov did alright. Not that good, though. We move on. Up the card. Dontel Mays versus Andrei Arlovsky. Good performance by, what's his name? Dontel Mays. He's not good. will never be a champ. He just will never become. He'll never be a champ. But he won. He won. He beat what's his name? He beat what's it called? He beat Andrei Arlovsky. Good win. He's not good though. It's just Arlovsky should retire. His chin's not there anymore. Just retire, man. How did Mays lose to Sakai? Like, Mays needs to just land one punch KO. Like, he needs to act like Ngannou for once. Old Ngannou. Act like pre-Miocic's first fight Ngannou. Please. Because you're not TJ Dillashaw, heavyweight TJ Dillashaw. Please just land big blows. And he did that here and he got the win. But he's not that good. He's not that good. So yeah, good win from Dontel Mays. He wins. We move on. Up the card. Daniel Santos versus Johnny Munoz Jr. Good win from Daniel Santos. Not the most best win in the world, but he won with 2 brutal groin shots in the first and third round that took a point away for Daniel Santos. Risky, but he won. Like, he won the third. He went out there, made it happen. Risky though. That could have been robberyable. But I think Santos won in my honest opinion. But yeah, good win from Daniel Santos. Do him Adrian Yanez. He called out Yanez. Yanez accepted. He said he wanted it for the November card. Yanez is like July or August. I did do it in Boston. That card needs a little bit some help right now because it's only got 4 fights. You know, Mally Sterling, Lemos Zhang, Garbrandt Bautista. I think also added Meerschaert versus Petrosky. Do it to that Boston card. July is a bit too soon. Unless you want to add another banger to that Salt Lake City card. Poirier versus Gaethje too. Unless you want to add to that card. I don't see what... I think it should be August. Or September. Yeah, good performance by Daniel Santos. We move on. Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos versus Abubakar Nurmagomedov. Yeah. Yeah. Good win from Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. Either way fight, Zaleski outlanded them out. At first I thought Abubakar could win. But I wasn't really watching because the fight was so dull. Because it's an Apex card, obviously. It's just meant to be most boring ever. But good win from Elizeu Zaleski. He won. You know, he got the win. Yeah, Abubakar's not that good. Not that good at all. Good performance by Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. Should have saw it coming. But I also didn't expect it. I thought Zaleski, if he was going to come out here and win, brutal KO, Abubakar's down and out. But no. He just kind of just outlanded. He kind of just outlanded Abubakar. But yeah, good performance by Zaleski. We move on. Up the card. Karine Silva versus Ketlin Souza. Karine Silva won. Good win from Karine Silva. Just pulled the leg of freaking Ketlin Souza. She just pulled it. And she kind of leaned in the direction of the pull. Yeah, like she was cranking on it, but then she leaned it to make it the joint weird, and that kind of be an uncomfortable position, or it would be an uncomfortable position for Ketlin Souza, and she snapped the knee. Good stuff from Karine Silva. It's really big. She's a good prospect in that division. We move on. Tim Elliott versus Victor Altamirano. Tim Elliott's really underrated, man. Underrated fighter in general. Like this, he's really, really good. Like Victor Altamirano, I thought he'd lose this because I didn't think he was ready. And he was taking this on short notice. But Tim Elliott, man, like, that would have been awesome to see him versus Alan Escamento. That would have been a great fight. But yeah, Tim Elliott probably would have lost that. Let's be real, based on size. But he won here. Victor Altamirano is not that good. He's takes on the feet. Yeah. Vinicius Salvador, Daniel Cerda, two of the worst guys in the flyweight division, especially Daniel Da Silva or Daniel Lacerda, whatever his name is. So yeah, good performance by Tim Elliott, and the stuff he's going through. Gotta give him props. Give him props here. He got a great win. We move on up the card to another fight. Jim Miller versus Jesse Butler. Good win from Jim A10 Miller. Very good performance. Very good performance. Yeah, very good win. Knocked out Jesse Butler. I just saw it coming. This guy came making his debut. Jim Miller, on short notice, by the way, because Jared Gordon pulled out to save his name. Jim Miller was going to destroy Jesse Butler. No, he was going to destroy Jared Gordon, knocking him out. I predicted that, but I was certain now, after watching that, he would have KO'd Gordon. It would have been looking bad for like Bobby Green, Paddy Pimblett. It would have looked terrible for them. Good performance by Jim Miller. He still has it. Great performance. He won. And he wants UFC 300 for his retirement. Let's say this. End of the year, we can do MSG, Jim Miller versus, let's say, Jared Gordon, Bobby Green, whoever wants it. Let's reschedule one of those fights. Alright? Do Jim Miller versus one of them. And he says he wants to go up to welterweight. Someone called him out. I forgot who, though. But do him versus one of those guys. MSG, and I think that's in November. And in April of 2024, it's UFC 300. 2 more fights left for Jim Miller. Let's go. I think he should get those. Let's be real. And stay active while you can. He says he wants to stay active. Stay active. We move on. Up the card, Alex Caceres versus Daniel Pineda, and the brutal KO, by the way. Great performance by Miller. Good win from Alex Caceres. Fun fight overall. Back and forth. But, I thought Pineda is not even that bad. Let's be real. It's just he doesn't have great cardio. And the chin's pretty good. I mean, Swanson hits really hard. So I won't worry his chin for that, but Caceres just has no power in his shots. I think that's more so of it. Pineda's chin's good, but it's not really. It's like mid-chin, let's be real. I'm gonna sneeze. But Caceres, he doesn't hit hard at all. But he kind of just broke Pineda. But Pineda dropped him in the end, but if you rewatch it, he kind of fell off balance. Caceres' legs were tangled. Good performance, though, by Alex Caceres. He kind of just won that, in my opinion. Like, fun fight. Cooked the back of Pineda. What a fun fight, man. Like Caceres. And he's going on a bit of a roll recently. Pineda, he beat Pineda, Arosa, lost to Youssef in a very close fight where Youssef barely won. Sungwoo Choi, Kevin Kroom, Austin Springer, Chase Hooper, Steven Peterson lost to Kron Gracie in a fight where he'd obviously win a rematch. Good win from Caceres, though. We move on, up the card to the main event. Amir Albazi versus Kai Kara France. Brutal robbery. You cannot give this fight to Amir Albazi, I don't believe. Unless you really... It's pathetic, man. Because, listen, I think round 1, let's just let the helicopter go by because it's pathetic. Always at this moment. You're in the video, helicopter. I don't want to get demonetized. I don't want to... Fuck you, helicopter. I don't want to sing that song because it will get me fucking copyrighted. Fucking go. There, you're in the video. Let me talk now. You cannot give this fight to Amir Albazi. The clear rounds here. Round 1 is Kai Kara France. Close, but Kai won it. I think we all can agree. I don't know if you can give that round to Albazi, But I don't know. Wait. I don't know if you can give round... Oh, fuck. What am I saying? You can't give round 1 to Albazi, but he made it close. He made it close, but lost it. Round 2, I think, was Kai Kara-France again. It was close. It's hard to see what's landing, but Kai's outlanding him. Kai is outlanding him. You know? He's outlanding him. Round 3 is Albazi. But if Kai landed more shots and he landed more clean shots, if he landed a bit more shots towards the ending, he can sneak himself that round. But Albazi won round 3. He got the rear naked choke attempt. You should give round 3 to Albazi. He almost tapped out Kai. Round 4 is Kai fucking France. Kai Kara-France. Kai fucking Kara-France. He won round 4. Just outlanding him. Schooling him on the feet. And round 5 was, honestly, other than round 3, the clearest round for Kai is round 5. And Albazi had his 3rd round. I think that Kai won this fight 4 rounds to 1. If you give this Albazi, you don't know what you're watching. Because Kai scolded him. Kai scolded him. Yeah. Good performance by Kai Kara-France. Robbery. I'll say that. I can sometimes say bad decision here and there. But that was a robbery. Albazi did not win. Clearly lost that fight. Kai Kara-France clearly won that 4 rounds to 1. I'm going to make a later video this week. Probably tomorrow, let's be real. I know it's UFC 289 fight week, but I'm going to make a video tomorrow. Because the UFC always gets their way. Kai Kara-France lost to Moreno twice. They needed Albazi to win. Because they just lost Nicolau to Royval. And Royval KO'd him, so you couldn't really do anything there. But in a close fight, where it wasn't even close, if it goes to a decision, and Albazi somewhat makes it competitive, they'll give the win to the guy coming up that hasn't had anything. Albazi won. This has happened before, by the way. Jones against Reyes. Imagine if Reyes won that. They would have had to do a rematch. And if Jones won, they had to do a trilogy. It could be all mess again there. And if Reyes won a rematch. I mean, you could promote Reyes, but Jones just sells the pay-per-views. But O'Malley won against Yan, where I get these fights are close. Jones-Reyes is not close. Reyes clearly won that. And Kai clearly won this, but O'Malley-Yan was close, but Yan should have won. Adesanya-Romero, I think Adesanya won that one. Let's be real, but close still. Whitaker should have won the rematch against Adesanya. 49-46 Adesanya. 49-46 Jones. I think it's time to make a video on one of these. Because the UFC always gets their way. There's not one fight where it's just nothing. You know? Not one fight. They want new flyweight guys at the top. I get it. Like, I bet you they wanted Manel Cap to flatline Davis and Figueiredo out cold. If they had that fight. Still scheduled. But Figueiredo, good for him. He pulled out. So Cap doesn't get that opportunity. Clown. Beat Dvorak. Who the hell else you beating? Zalgas. He's on a losing streak. Albazi lost this fight. But tomorrow, stay tuned. I'm making a video on one of these. It's ridiculous. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Full card recap. And yeah, peace.